Right, so keeping in with the computer theme at the moment, I'm actually in my office, if you can call it an office. That's just a converted bedroom. But basically, we needed to do a bit of an upgrade. I had two desks in here. It was a very kind of budget built room, and it was time to, instead of having two separate different desks, they weren't even the same brand or the same colour. Instead of having those there, which I'll put up a picture for you to see now, we've gone with a simple Ikea build actually. You can't fault Ikea, nice and cheap and simple. Great on delivery. It's a Sunday and they arrived, well, it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. So they've already arrived and dropped the desk off. And instead of being two 120cm desks, I'm going to have a single 200cm desk. So I'm losing a bit of desk space, but there are plans in the future for why that will be fine. So basically, all we've got to do now really is build everything together. So this is the room as you see it. This is where the old desks used to be. It's quite a small room, but it is everything that I kind of need to be in here for. So, got the new desk, new chair legs. Time to get set up, I guess. I'm actually surprised how light this desk is. I'm hoping it's actually going to be solid enough to put everything on. It's a little shorter, like I said, from the one that I was using. Or should I say the two that I was using. So the ones beforehand would pretty much fill this whole room. As you can see, this isn't quite as long, but like I said, I do have plans to save desk space somehow. I just got to kind of work out exactly what I'm going to do. So it's pretty straightforward. You've got these metal brackets here. These brackets are going to go one central, one there, one there, one there, and one there. So let's just hope it works out. Right, so now, in this tiny room, all I've got to do is flip her onto the base. That's a good thing. It certainly has added some weight to it. this room small. Here's a small room. Right, let's get a bit of cardboard protecting the top. Put up against the door. I'll do for a minute. Main thing I'm watching is my screens. I don't care so much about the wall. That's better. That's a lot better. Now, I'm not going to put it up against the wall yet, because obviously I've got to do cable management and everything. I'll just take you around here, flip the camera, try and stand in the corner if I can. There she is. That is a lot better than the 2 desks I had that you can see in the picture I put at the beginning. So like I said, I do lose desk space, but the main thing I want to do really is have 3 monitors on there. My tower is going to go on here for now. There is something coming along with that. But it just means I've got more free movement here as well, because obviously I had a chair legs here, well 2 table legs should I say, 1 from each table. So that is actually a lot better long term than what I had before. You're a bit drunk there, there we go. So, actually I can move it back up a bit. It seems sturdy enough. If I can lean on it and push on it like that, it shouldn't be a problem for monitors and everything else. I do need to get a new mouse pad. It's certainly seen better days, that one. So now what I really want to do, well, what I could do is clean my monitors. Let's get a cloth. So these could do with a clean. It's been a while. Doesn't matter if I get dust on the new desk, because I can wipe the whole desk down. I do have a microfiber cloth and some screen spray, so I'll do that in a second as well. We'll go and rub that. At the moment, it's just a rough idea of how I'm going to set this room up. Because beforehand I had everything on that side and I had a test bench there. Whereas I'm probably not going to have the room for a test bench now. But that may not be a problem. It's amazing how much dust this accumulates. So maybe we could put this quite far into the corner. I could do something similar with this one. Then we've got the main one here. So this is the problem with this specific monitor, is the stand. It's just a really awkward shape. You can see, I'll bring you in, the shape of the stand just takes up so much room. It's can be shown on the map. So there are thoughts and plans to possibly doing a triple monitor mount. So we take them off the stand altogether, but I just don't have the funds for that at the moment, if I'm honest. So we'll try and work that one out. This is the biggest problem with this specific monitor, whereas that's pretty much on the edge there. It's still taking up a lot here. I could push it over that way. I don't know how stable it's going to be. It does kind of lean a little bit. The other point is obviously it's a different position to those. It's not the end of the world. I don't necessarily want them all connected around. It's just these are for different purposes. We're going to have to think about that setup as we go, I think. desk is in at least. Right, so I've done a bit of recording. I have a spider on my lens. What the hell? Go on, little friend, go off. So I've had a bit of a break, and I've been thinking about this room a little bit more, and I've got a game plan. Because it's so tight in here, if I spin this around, now I'm in the deepest corner of the room here. So you got the door, you've got all that kind of junk and stuff around there. Desk here. Now, like I said, this one's a bit shorter than the last, so it gives me all that room if that's pushed right up against the wall. So my theory is this I'm going to put over here into this gap. That should be enough for me to get into the cabinets, although I probably won't need to that much. It's more just for storing stuff in and on. So if I can make room with that, that gives me all this area behind my desk to move around and do what I need to do. Plus, we are making some changes. So basically, at the moment, this is going to look really bad. But although I do some cool builds for other people, mine is not looking good. So this is the tower I've got. It's a basic Bitfenix, I think it was the Comrade or something similar. It's a very cheap, simple case. Now, I don't know why I built this originally, or even picked this case. I should never have picked this case. For maybe very basic day-to-day use, someone could use this quite well. However, I have no fans. Literally, there's no fans on the front, there's no fans on the top, there's no fans at the bottom. The only fans in this computer is the single fan from the Corsair H60 AIO and the graphics card and power supply unit. So this is so limited to airflow. I don't even run the side panels on just to try and keep it cool. Again, I'm not sure why I originally bought this case, but this isn't a good idea. So we have a new case arriving tomorrow, so there's going to be another video, in the next day or so, doing another build. So another case, we're going to have to take all of this apart, put it in a new one. It's a Corsair case, so I'll go into more detail in the next video, but you'll see it's slightly wider this way, so it'll give us a bit more room to work with in there. It's a mid-tower, so we'll fit a full ATX in there. I think it's got a bit of extra length in it. The height, I don't think it's too much different to this one. But it would give us better airflow. It comes with a triple RGB SP120 fan set on the front, I believe, with an RGB node. And I bought an additional 3 of the SP120s, so we'll run 2 at the top there, 1 at the back, and I'll probably mount this with a radiator onto the front. So we've got 3 fans there with the rad and the cooler, 2 up there, 1 on the back, and it'll be full RGB. So it'll look a lot better as well, and it'll give me a lot better airflow. On top of that, another big issue I've got, I'm getting old, so I've got these 3 monitors here. These 2, bear in mind, surprisingly, they're all the same size. That looks bigger because perspective, that's closer. But these stands aren't too bad. This one, however, that's hanging over the edge of the back of the desk already. And it just takes up so much desk space. It's just, it's almost, it's just a waste. So this is the first time I'm going to actually trust one of these, but I've bought a triple monitor mount, so it'll basically run similar to, like, we can imagine a boom arm. It has a clamp on it, so you'll clamp it at the back of the desk there, and then you have 3 Visa mounts on the monitor stand, and then we'll be able to put those monitors and basically hover them off the desk, which will give us a lot more room here to actually work with. So they're going to arrive tomorrow. So what I'm going to do today, I think I need to get this room set up and at least ready to go. I'm going to have everything plugged in. I'm even going to plug the tower in, because since I did the original quick swap over build when I was doing the big thermal tape build, I haven't tested it. I don't know if it should all work and run, but I mean, this is a brand new graphics card. They are DOAs that sometimes happen. We played around with some of the bits and pieces in there, so I need to make sure it's up and running properly. So I think I'm going to get everything set up, make sure I can at least work on the computer today if I need to do anything, do some benchmarking, do some testing, make sure it's actually working. And it'll be a good idea to actually take some tests and some figures down for the temperatures as it is in this case. I leave the side panels off, purely because I don't want to cause any issues with the system. However, when we get the new case tomorrow, it means we get another video, plus we get to see what difference that makes with what will be 3 fans in the front, 3 extra RGB fans, and the radiator fan for the all-in-one. So it's technically up to 7 different fans, rather than the single that's in there. I don't know what I was thinking buying that case. Do not do this. Do not ever buy a case like that. If you're doing gaming or running some kind of high-end parts, don't buy a simple case. Don't cheap out. because I shouldn't have. No idea why I did. It's not something I'd normally do. Probably just a backup case I bought for something and ended up using it for my own, I guess. But that's pretty much everything ready to go. We got some brand new Ethernet cables. We got some new extension leads. We're going to move all this over here. I reckon it gives us a lot more room. I think it's just so I can move my chair in and out a bit more and just give it a bit more spacing here. So that's the next plan. So what I'll do, I won't bore you with all of this bits and pieces. We'll kind of pick up the video again in a minute, and we'll just see what it looks like. But yeah, it means we get some cool stuff coming over the week as well. Right, so I think we're done with the room today. It's still not perfect, but if I just kind of show you around, it's a lot better than what it was. So, if you remember rightly, we had the unit over here, we had the desk over here, and it all kind of just need to be set up. So, currently, as you can see, unit is now gone. That gives us so much more room here to actually move my... Because that was there, the chair was there, it was just very limiting to actually moving the chair in and out, and it just made the room look so much smaller. But now, as you can see, we got that there. We got my poor peasant case over here, which really needs upgrading. So, update on this, by the way. So we do actually have a new case coming tomorrow now. So I decided to I was going to do a wall mounted build, and I'm still tempted to do a wall mount build so that I can open case, all the components on, basically like a wrapped bit of wood with some RGBs and everything. That would be cool, but at the moment I think the right move was to get the case. It would go well on the desk. Like I said, I have no fans in this one. I don't know what the hell I was thinking at the time. But this will obviously help a lot more with airflow in there and keeping everything cool. Plus, it will look nice in the corner there. It's by the window, so if the window's open ajar or anything like that, then cool air's coming in. So that will help it as well. So yeah, we got that down there. I don't even have the side panels on. You can see everything in there. I didn't bother doing any cable management because, well, I'm put it into a new case tomorrow. So we're going to have is the Corsair case. I will throw up some specs in the description, or maybe even some pictures for you to see now. And it's going to have 3 RGB fans on the front of the new one. I've bought some extra RGB fans to go in as well. Also Corsair, so we can link them all up with the Corsair nodes and hopefully get some kind of color control in there. Desk is pretty much set up. You can see I've got the 2 Samsung 24-inch curved monitors on the sides with the AOC 144Hz 24-inch curved in the middle. We've got the typical Elgato Stream Deck, which is a great bit of kit for streamers. That's just an internet switch because my router's not in here, so I just run the LAN cable, which is what you can see on the ground here, into the switch there, and then I can just plug loads of internet connections into that. I think that's the K55 and the M65 Pro Corsair RGB mouse and keyboard. Again, like I said, I'm a Corsair whore. It's more central to the room, so you can see my samurais more. Samurais, which is pretty cool. Then I probably have to get a new mouse pad. It's seen better days. My HyperX Cloud 2 headset, really great budget headset, really can't go wrong with that. 80-2020 Audio-Technica microphone on a boom arm with a Behringer mixer, way overpowered than what I need. I don't need 4-channel on something like that, but it does the trick. So I kind of wish I'd gone for something smaller just because it takes up so much room. I may mount it on the wall at some point, I don't know. But this is obviously where the unit is, with the good old Pennywise on the wall. So I need to manage this a bit better. You know, I just got my cleaning cloths and some other bits and pieces all here when I was kind of cleaning the room. But it just means I have so much more leg room. Yes, cable management is not the best right now. I tried to kind of strap a lot of it up out the way there for now. But again, we could be doing more in this room tomorrow evening after work once everything's kind of arrived. Because we're also, not only just the case and the fans that we're upgrading, but I bought a triple monitor mount. So basically it'll work within the same way as this does here, mounting on the desk. Like so. And then that'll go around the back, around here-ish. I might move them depending on where I want to sit, because I've noticed that chair leg gets in the way a little bit. And that will just mean I can suspend these off the desk, because one annoying thing with this AOC monitor, as good as it is, the size of the stand compared to these is ridiculous. And if you were to put everything kind of back towards the wall, these 2 side monitors are miles behind this one in the middle. So see, if we eliminate the stands and put them on a mount, then they're all going to be around the same view distance, and I'm going to have so much more desk space left. So that is
what we've been up to today. So it's a bit of an upgrade on the office, more than the computer itself. But tomorrow we will be stripping this down again, although I've only just built it back up again. Putting everything into a new case, setting up the RGB fans, doing loads of cable management and everything inside of that. And then we've got to take all the stands off these. I've already double checked the Visa mounts. The stand I've bought is perfect for the job, because those two are 75 by 75 and that one in the middle is 100 by 100 on the Visa. And the new one will fit that, both sizes, and they will work on all 3 screens. So that's going to be tomorrow's task. So that's pretty much it for today's kind of little office renovation, I suppose we can call it. It just means I've got so much more room in here. I've run some tests, so obviously we're now upgraded with the RTX 2060. I know it's not top. I don't have that kind of top money, but we've got the RTX 2060, which I'm very happy with, a Ryzen 3700X on an MSI, can't remember the exact model, but it's an X470 board. And I'm really happy with the performance. I'm going to do some stress tests and everything and benchmarking, maybe see how we get on with those. But also the big task for me and the computer is video editing, which obviously I do all of this stuff. So it'd be really good to kind of test out and see how well it renders and edits my videos, because beforehand with an i5 8500 paired with the GTX 1060 3GB, it wasn't very good. I'd do a 20-30 minute video and it'll take over an hour to render, so it'll be quite interesting to see just how much better this performs to what it was before. So that's pretty much it. So stay tuned, because we're going to be doing another video on the case build and the monitor build, so keep an eye on that one. That'll be coming out this week, within the next couple of days of this one probably. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe and comment for more. I'm really enjoying doing the PC stuff. This is my bread and butter. This is what I enjoy doing. I have more knowledge of this, more fun with this than I do with cars. I still love my cars, and there will still be more videos on that. But let me know what you think. If you like this content, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you all on the next one.